So, the Pope died, and his net worth? $100 one, $100 on dollars. That's less than what I tip my barista for spelling Blair correctly. While tech bros are busy launching vanity rockets into the stratosphere, the spiritual leader of over 1 billion people lived in a guest room, wore the same shoes for years, and took public transport before it was sustainable chic. I mean, at this point, it feels like Pope Francis wasn't just a pope. He was the original minimalist influencer. And no, he didn't leave a yacht, or a crypto wallet, or a vacation island named Sanctuary. Because Francis didn't just preach simplicity, he lived it. He once said, "How I would love a church that is poor and for the poor." Meanwhile, billionaires be like, "How I would love a spaceship with a wine cellar." Apparently, even if Pope Francis could have left an inheritance, it would have only included what he had before becoming Pope, which, knowing him, was probably a coat, a Bible, and a Metro card. Let me get this straight. You become leader of one of the most powerful institutions in the world, and when you die, you leave behind nothing. That's not just humility, that's a slap in the face of billionaire excess. Meanwhile, somewhere in Silicon Valley, a billionaire is panicking. How do I compete with that level of humility? Newsflash, you don't. You can't buy virtue on Amazon. Let's talk about legacy, shall we? While the Pope's legacy fits in a single sentence, he served with humility. Some billionaires need entire legal teams just to figure out who gets the 6th mansion in Aspen. They leave behind shell companies, PR nightmares, lawsuits, and at least one cousin no one's ever heard of suddenly claiming to be the rightful heir to the crypto empire. And don't even get me started on the wills. I leave my yacht to my 3rd wife, but only if she remarries someone wealthier. My trust fund goes to my dog, Sprinkles, unless he barks during the reading. Meanwhile, the Pope? I give my blessings, and that's it. Imagine dying and having your entire estate settled in under 15 minutes. No screaming, no secret vault, just peace and prayers. Honestly, that kind of exit, it's more baller than any billionaire could ever dream. You know what really sends billionaires into existential crisis? Someone doing good quietly. No press release, no Instagram carousel, no philanthropy gala with a $10,000 buy-in, no photo ops hugging orphans, no foundation with their name in bold serif font. The Pope helped millions without ever launching a single NFT titled Saints and Prophets. That's the thing. When you live for something bigger than yourself, you don't need to announce it every 5 minutes. But billionaires? If a tree falls in the forest and no one live streams it from their yacht, did they even donate? Francis chose his name in honor of St. Francis of Assisi, a man known for giving up everything. Try explaining that to Wall Street. "Hi, I'd like to liquidate my assets for inner peace." They'd call security. So while some billionaires are cryogenically freezing themselves to avoid death, the Pope embraced life with humility and left behind no heirs, no drama, no luxury mausoleum designed by Kanye. Honestly, I've seen hamsters with larger estates. To the Pope, a man who walked the walk, even when that walk was through the back streets of Rome in well-worn shoes. To the billionaires, maybe try a little less legacy fund and a little more legacy worth remembering. And to Blair, I may be dripping in diamonds, darling, but even I know that the real flex is knowing when enough is enough. This is Blair Billionaire, reminding you that heaven doesn't take credit cards, but humility, that's always in style. So, to the Pope, rest in peace. To the billionaires, maybe it's time to invest in some humility. It's priceless.